Hi, Chemistry 1 student. This is Professor Yu again. I'm just want to help you out once more about using LMS and also the using the lab website for submission of your lab report and so on. So let me go to the show you the Google. You go to LMS RPI. Many of you have seen this one before, but I just wanted to make sure some of you this make it quick. So you log in and then go to Chemistry 1. And let me switch to student view. So once again, where do I find the link where I need to go to the lectures? And that's under the course information. So this is a course information. And if you look at the meeting rooms, this is where you're going to click on that. And we are recommending that you're using the Chrome as a browser to use this website. So if I click on it, you can go to the lecture room and so on. And then this is essentially the discussion meeting room. Either you hop it in for WebEx Team Space, or if some cases the faculty decide to use the Zoom, and then you have to use a Zoom and designate here. So this is where the meeting space for the individual labs. And then there is something about sapling homework system and the iClicker system that has been discussed. I want to go to the laboratory, and then this is where we have an information about the laboratories. The most information is this. Has been updated by Dr. Morrissey, and then the next week is emission spectroscopy. This is online only, and after that, from this week, the following week, there's a rotation of group A and group B in the experiment, and they are going to appear in person, only the group A student and group B student. And your discussion leader should let you know which group you are belonging to. You still have a week to do. So how do I go to the lab and how this is being handled? And then you just go, it's called Hayden McNeil login. Okay, so this is the Hayden McNeil login site, and then you click on that, and then you're going to type your RPI username and the password. This is something that you have to create an account, and then you have to create it. So I just happen to have this one to be the same as my RCS one. Just being lucky that that was available. So you go in, and then you click on the My Courses, and then you will see that Chem 1 lab. And this is where you're going to handle all the essentially the lab submission and so on. So you can see here, make it a little bit bigger. You can see that there is some quiz that you have to sign into. So this has to be done by September 11th. And then there is some example of pre-labs. And then once again, the same information about lab schedule is posted and who's doing what. And then the rotation, who show up in person is shown up there. And then if you go down, it is first week is the emission spectroscopy, and the lab handout should be downloaded by clicking it. You can download it as a PDF file, and there is an information about that you can do. And then there's a pre-lab submission. If you click on it, and you should submit your pre-lab report in this session. So I'm assigned as a quote-unquote TA, so it'll be different from you guys. But this is where you submit your pre-lab report, and then this is a data collection. PowerPoint file can be downloaded. And then the emission spectroscopy provided data is, I think, Dr. Morrissey also made this one for your information because next week is an online lab. And then this is a post-lab quiz. This is a post-lab quiz. It's pretty much a substitute for the post-lab report where you're going to get the grade on. And I mentioned to you before the lab grading policy. You can download it as a PDF file, PowerPoint file from here. And when you open it up, you will see that the points that breaking up, there are many information, but if you look at that, pre-lab report is 5 points of your lab grade. There is how those 5 different sections are objective, flowchart, pre-lab questions, the property tables, chemical property tables, like this, and also the references. There you need to show that. And then the data observation and post-lab question, which is a 15 out of 20. So those are the 2 sections, pre-lab. We just simply call the post-lab, and those are the one is 5, the other is 15. Together it's a 20 points. I hope this one is better, and I made this extra video because I didn't talk about this, the lab access and how and where you go. And some of them you might wonder, which lab am I going? You just have to go to the Student Information System, RPI, and course hours. So course schedule, and the class hour schedule, and this is a Troy, and then you just going to go to find Chem, so Chem, and then you kind of scroll it down. There are many Chem, but I'm pretty sure that we'll get to right there, right? So here is a Chem 1, section 4. So what it means is here, when you see this number, okay, so this is aware, section 4, section 5. So these are the section numbers. And for the section 4, your lab is on Thursday, 11:15. Okay. And your lecture will be Tuesday, starting at 10:30 with Dr. Kornelski. Section 5, so this is a section number. And then this is the lecture is at Tuesday at 12:20. And the lab is shown up here. This is a lab. And that's an 8 o'clock on Tuesday. Okay, so this is how the things are with the section numbers. So please try to remember. We have a few students asking that what is a section number and what is a group number. Okay, section number is essentially the section number that you signed up here. So that you put that in to essentially put your information where to go for the lab submission. And the group number is a quote-unquote group number. Is you will be have grouped into a 2 or 3 student group, and this is with the rotation assignment of A and B. So there will be a 1A, 1B, 1A, 1B, and 1C. In that case, a C student is an online student who cannot be on campus for the lab, so that they are kind of the group together, and that's the one that individual discussion leader needs to talk to you about. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you have a smoother start. We are still the first week into the class, and if you have any questions, you are welcome to essentially use this is a yes, this is a general chemistry site. Right? So this is where we we can talk about. You go in, and then we share some information as well. One extra thing that I kind of share that information with you, and this is something that I would like to recommend. This is just my personal recommendation, that if your lab partners write it down, their experiment, and they want to share the data, you guys can try out this Genius Scan PDF scanner. You can use a smartphone, either both Android or iOS. They can take the pictures on multiple pages, quickly turn it into a PDF file, and they can send an email, or they can share it with the web team spaces, so that you can send your written information on a piece of paper, take the pictures, and then send it to your lab partner so that they can share the data and observation. Okay? I hope this is useful, and bye bye.